In this video, I'm going to share with you the 1 hour YouTube content strategy to grow your business. And here's the deal, without posting daily. Because here's the thing, we don't want to, as coaches, as course creators, as consultants, as people that are running businesses, we don't want to be on social media all the time. We don't want to be recording videos for 6 hours a week. So, what we want to do is we want to create a system, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. And this system I've been using now for years. I used it in another brand that I built up to over 100,000 subscribers and did over 7 figures from this exact system. 1 hour, sometimes I go to 90 minutes, but we're going to say 1 hour of dedicated time, and we are going to be able to create enough video in some cases for a complete month. So, with that being said, let's get into it. The very first thing is we need to think about the 3 to 4 different topics that we want to talk about. Don't worry about how we're going to record these yet. I'll get to that. But what we want to do is we want to sit down. Don't think about the video production or editing or anything like that. We want to start with what are 3 to 4 topics that we know that our niche is interested in and what is going to help them. All right. So for us, we know that right now we're helping coaches and course creators and consultants. We're helping them get exposure on YouTube without spending money on ads. That's what we're focusing on. So now what we're doing is we're listening to our audience and then we're going, okay, what are they stuck on? Well, we know that our audience, they're busy. They are busy running their business. They're busy with clients. They don't have time to be creating videos, although they've been wanting to, but they just haven't gotten around to it. Well, for me to share this with coaches and course creators and business owners, they're like, whoa, let me see how I could do this. And that's the whole goal here. So you want to think to yourself, what are 3 to 4 topics that your audience needs to know about, but also wants to know about? All right. So that's the very first thing in this process. And I've actually got 9 things I'm going to be covering here. All right. The second thing is then we have to go into title creation mode. This is where we don't want to just say, okay, we're going to throw up a video there with a boring, title. We want to grab attention. And a lot of times what we're going to do is we're going to model other titles that have done really well either in our niche or in other niches. Or if you've been doing this a little while, you're going to start to see titles that have done really well for you and your channel. And then you can just kind of rework those. Now, we did put together a swipe file of 10 of our top titles that we've used over the years that have gotten us hundreds of thousands of views, and it's built our email list tremendously. And what we do is we give this out to our students and our clients. I'd love to give you access to that. And if you would like access to that, just go ahead and put hooks in the comments and I'll send you a copy of that. And this actually is breaking down titles that you could use, and I show you how to use them in multiple niches. And I literally break it down so you can just plug and play. And it's a great jumping off point. So if you want that, just put hooks in the comments and I'll send you a copy. All right. The next thing is, and the third thing is we need to come up with 3 to 5 bullet points. So if you notice, we're kind of like just planning right now. And literally you could do this out by the pool. You could do it on your couch. You could do it on your walk. And you can just start thinking to yourself, okay, here's the topic. Here's the title. What are the 3 to 5 things that I need to cover in this piece of content? So you see, we're not thinking about recording right now. We're just getting ourselves planning what we're going to be talking about when we're doing this. All right. Now, the next thing, and this is the important thing, is now what we're going to do is we are going to create a main topic. And there's a reason for this. All right. And what I mean by a main topic is what is something that I could address to my audience that I could do a live stream on. Now, you might get a little, oh my gosh, Scott, I don't want to do a live stream. If you don't want to do a live stream, then you need to pretend that you can't hit stop on your camera. All right. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you know, as well as I do, and I've done it, where I hit record and then I start and I'm like, oh, I don't like the way that sounds. And then I start again. Oh, I don't like the way that sounds. So here's the deal. We need to pretend we can't do that. And actually, right now, little secret, I'm actually doing it as we speak right now. I'm actually recording this while I'm on with a live audience. All right. So this allows me to not start and stop. So I would definitely recommend you do that. And if you do a live stream, you're also going to get another video out there, because once your live is done, it turns into a dedicated video and you'll get your own impressions, you'll get your own views, you'll get your own likes, you'll get your own comments and all of that. So there's really a lot of power in doing that. All right. So create that main topic for your live stream. The next thing is schedule the live stream, get it scheduled. All right. And pick a time and day that you're going to do that every single week. For us right now, it is going to be on Monday. And Monday is going to be our live streaming day. And then from there, we're going to show up. I'm going to basically get everything planned and we are going to go. And for the first 20 to 30 minutes of that live stream, because that's about, I'm going to do maybe 20, 30 minutes in the beginning, I'm going to break down that main concept. Now, this video is basically a recap of what I taught in the live stream. It's just a condensed version. So that's something that you could do very, very easily. All right. So schedule that live stream. Make sure that you're consistent on the days that you're doing this. This is going to be your recording day. All right. Now, the next thing is when you go live, tell your audience what you're doing. Tell them the reason why you're doing it. Be transparent with them. I always like to be transparent to let the audience know, because I think that just builds know, like, and trust, which is really, really important when we're a coach, when we're, a course creator, when we're an educator. All right. So really, really important that we do that. Then the next step, we end that live stream. When we're all done, we end it. And then step number 8, we're going to go ahead and create some thumbnails for each of those video topics that we did. Because when we're on live, and I know you might be thinking, but Scott, how are you going to start and stop? You're literally going to start and stop. I started and stopped, and I started and stopped when I did this live stream that now turned into a dedicated video. But you didn't really know it, because when I started this video, it came right out with the intro hook, which is really, really important as well. All right. But then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to upload that YouTube video with that thumbnail. And then we are going to have a dedicated video from that live stream that we did that we only spent an hour creating. And then what we can do, if we've done 2 videos or 3 videos within that live stream, we can schedule those. Now, you might be thinking, but Scott, if people watch the live stream, why are they going to want to watch the other videos that you did? Well, here's the deal. If you look at your retention, for us, maybe 15 minutes is the average retention on the live stream. Those videos are about 30 minutes in, 40 minutes in. They never saw it. So we're actually doing them a disservice by not creating these bite-sized pieces that they can consume at a later date. All right. So don't let that stop you, but I can't stress it enough. To be able to take 1 hour, once you have your topics, once you are planned, you have your outline already done, this here can allow you to free up so much time, but still consistently be putting out that content. Now, you might be saying, Scott, this sounded great, but I want to watch the full version of you actually doing it in real time. Because yeah, I did it in real time. And you can actually watch that right here. I'm going to put that video right here. It shows you in real time, me doing exactly what I just shared with you. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.